What's up, Giga fam? The Caldera Era of Warzone was some of the most fun a lot of us had. Back when guns had 10 attachments, the metas were insane. Some of them were insanely broken. Other ones were super fun. People forget Caldera Era was when they upped the health from 250 to 300. So I tell you what, the game started feeling a lot better and really, arguably in a lot of ways, came into its prime during the Caldera Era. This is the next up in my challenge in 2024 to win a game with every meta in the history of Warzone 1. If the gun is no longer in the game, I did my absolute best to recreate that meta aesthetically with research on the history of the gun. If the historical version wasn't in the game, we tried to get a more modern version of it. Feel, stats, these are things we tried to emulate. And then kind of within those parameters, I also would try to optimize the build to the best of my ability. And while some of the options were terrible, other ones were surprisingly effective, and I feel like we stumbled into some secret metas. Just a ton of fun regardless. Recreating something like the Welgun was just absolutely insane, and I feel like we did a lot better job of it than anybody could have expected. So it was just an absolute blast. What I'm going to do is I have the gameplays for various metas, and then at the end I will go through the builds for each of them if you guys want to try them yourselves, and I will touch on a couple that I actually think are awesome. Just some surprising like sleeper hits that I think are still relevant to this day, which is kind of wild to think about. If you guys are new around here, consider subbing. Would love to have you in the Giga fam. I live stream over on Twitch. This entire challenge was live streamed. Something new we are doing on the Sunday is unhinged community nukes. You gotta pull up to find out what that even means. I've done more nuke carries in Warzone than anyone on the planet, over 400, and we're gonna continue that tradition on Sunday. Would love to see some of you in there. If you swing by from the YouTube, definitely say hi. Let us know you came from YouTube, and we will be sure to give you a warm welcome. Likes, comments, shares, all that stuff really helps the platform. And without further ado, I will catch you guys in these awesome gameplays, and the builds will be at the end. Peace. Why did that Prezi take so long to come out? Whoa. Get fucked. Get fucked, pussy. Oh shit, they're rezzing right there. Wait, I'm 1v4 versus the boat kids, huh?
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Ah!
Strike detected on a nearby target.
Shit's getting weird, bro.
Enemy bomb drone in the area.
These fucking assholes, bro.
Last chance, soldier. Kill or be killed.
Woo! Nice. I I don't get that down, bro. Dang, I can't believe my Prezi didn't do shit. How did those guys not get Prezi'd? Okay. B3, one's in the air. Obviously can't let this guy touch the ground. Two selves.
Tracking a high-value target. This is high risk, high reward.
You're not gonna win the heal off, bums. You have to push me. I promise you, you're not gonna win the heal off. I have fucking stims for days. That was a lie. W buybacks. I'm so confused how the fuck that guy knew I was there. I gotta clear all this, man.
Keep your eyes up.
Just go for it. Fuck it. Wait, why?
You're losing ground. Move it.
Where did those guys go? Like, I'm so confused. Nice. I don't understand why I unmounted there. That was weird.
Gas is moving.
One requesting recon at this time.
What are these guys doing, bro?
Four remaining.
Nice. 38 kills.
Gas is closing in.
Fuck. He coming, he coming.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
I should rip a UAV, yeah. Not gonna be able to hit another buy.
You're losing ground. Move it.
What the fuck is my cover, bro? It was a weird zone.
Damn, I couldn't hide.
Got an extra gas mask. Why won't let me use it?
What are you up in here, bro? He's sniping.
High value contracts are
It's
in play.
awkward.
Order in.
Longbow 3-1.
No way! It didn't.
Damn, Brian, you see what that
Hope you guys enjoyed those dubs. Pretty insane gameplays and clutches. What I've got for you here is the Bren. Okay, the Yacht was the closest that we could find that replicated that OG feel of the Bren. And what really gave me nostalgia was throwing on this Luca Bandera scope, which I used for, I believe, all of the long-range primaries for this video. The Luca Bandera scope is a dual zoom, as you saw in the gameplay, so it really emulates a bunch of the scopes that people were rocking as the Caldera Metas. And I paired that with the FTAC Siege, which looks just like the original Welgun. And actually, what holds this back is that they randomly gave it really poor movement speed. So you kind of have to keep that in mind if you want to try it. You will be slow for a secondary, like surprisingly slow. But you will annihilate people in the water, and the TTKs are surprisingly good. This thing is actually not half bad, the Welgun. And for the next loadout, I tried to emulate the Cooper Carbine by running that dual zoom with a Holger vertical grip, which is meant to look like the Carver foregrip, which OGs will remember from Caldera. And that is all on the MTZ 556. Not half bad, was a ton of fun to use. I paired that with my best attempt to emulate the Blixen, which I think for a lot of people was our absolute favorite SMG from the Vanguard meta. Unfortunately, I could not emulate the MP40. It's just not in the game. Like, nothing similar to it is still in the game. So we did skip that one, but the superi was up there with the MP40 for people's favorite SMG from Vanguard. And with that slate reflector, we were able to recreate the feel of the Blixen, which I just loved. By the way, for the drip, I was either running the new Rebirth Nuke camo, which vaguely looks like Atomic from Vanguard, or we sort of emulated that camo swap glitch, which only the real OGs will remember. We were swapping Cold War Dark Ether, Obsidian, all that fun stuff onto the new guns, and it was just a blast. Our guns looked beautiful. The STG sure was easy to emulate. I just threw on that Luca Bandera scope to pay homage to that dual zoom we were all running back in Vanguard. And this thing obviously just absolute rips. It's probably a top 3 primary even after the nerfs. Just awesome. This was an easy one to get a gameplay for. And if you want to make it nostalgic, just throw that Luca Bandera scope on there. Little dual zoom T-pose. I paired that with a Horus meant to replicate the Marco. Okay? With that box square type of look on the upper and lower receiver. It really reminded me a lot of the OG Marco. It was a ton of fun to use with the slate reflector. We also got the movement as good as we could. I wanted to keep the underbarrel clean, just so it looked like the original Marco. If you want it to feel more like the original Marco, maybe take the long barrel off and put on a jack slash. That will get the movement speed not quite to that crazy broken tape grip era, but it will feel quite a bit like that OG Marco, which was a blast to use. And for the final meta loadout that we rocked, it was kind of funny because it all came full circle. We were trying to emulate the NZ, maybe the bar. I feel like the DTIR exists as kind of a modern version of the bar with like a dash of the NZ sprinkled in. People don't realize the bar had like a 350 RPM. It was a ridiculously slow fire rate. Hit like a truck, of course. This DTIR is closer to 500 RPM than that, but that's still a very low fire rate. That's why I say it's a little bit like the NZ. Also the fact that it just has like no recoil like the NZ had. So this was a super fun one. We threw on the X10 stable shot just to pay homage to the broken bipod from Vanguard. By the way, let me know down in the comments if you remember some of this stuff, or if you want to remind me of some stuff that I forgot to cover. Man, it was just a blast going down memory lane, remembering some of these attachments that were broken or, you know, just otherwise fun to use. And again, we used that Luca Bandera scope for the dual zoom. And I paired this with the Armaguerra. So the superi, to my knowledge, it's meant to emulate like a modern Italian manufactured firearm. Armaguerra, obviously Italian. And when you put that Zulu Op light barrel on it, it looks surprisingly like the Armaguerra. And even the reload animation kind of vaguely reminds me of the Armaguerra. So this one was just like so fun to use. A lot of us remember the Armaguerra fondly. And this build is really, really, really strong to this day. It offers a crazy combination of like a competitive TTK, really fast movement, really good recoil for an SMG, and strafe speed with that Zulu light barrel. I had just put that barrel on for aesthetic purposes, but I think it's a slept-on barrel. I might even do a strafe build superi loadout video in the near future. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.